SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello, I'm Sharky and welcome to Sable. Sable was recommended to me by Chaotic. Thank you, Chaotic. I don't know a great deal about Sable. I hear it's supposed to be kind of a coming-of-age story, and that the main character's got horns on a mask of some sort, based on the art, which is neat, but I don't know much beyond that. I can tell this song here has lyrics, but I'm very bad at understanding lyrics when I'm listening to a song for the first time. In this particular case, it sounds like it's English, but I can't understand what's being said, and that's okay. Why don't we get started? I'll look into the song later, perhaps. Alright, new game. See, it's got my Steam name directly on the screen, which is neat. I wonder if that's going to come up later on. In any case, let's try this one. Yes, a new game, please. Thank you. Loading. Ah. I assume this is the ceiling. Shed works, based on the birds flying by and the dangly vines and whatnot. Indeed. Is this my house? It seems in rather poor repair if it is my house. It's probably not my... It's got a skull! Good. Someone lived here at one point. That bug probably currently lives here. That's a very stretchy neck for a bug, isn't it? I feel like bugs don't usually have that stretchy of a... Hi. I'm guessing that was me, probably. Also, the bug's legs were coming out of its abdomen rather than its thorax, which seems weird. Anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That might not be me. I don't have horns. Ooh. We got big face. Hello, big face. What a nice thing to have on your wall. To stare at you at all times, slightly disapprovingly. Starting to feel like that might be me. Unclear. There's nobody else here, so my choices are limited. Are those dust grains actually that big and getting bigger, or... Oh, it's perspective, I see. Quest started the ceremony. View quest log. Okay. Moving Sable. I can move Sable. That's not the quest log. This is the quest log. I should head back to camp. Then what are you even doing here? Great. I should head back to camp. Whoa. Let me go. Oh, that is an interesting animation style. Almost looks hand-drawn. Like you're just moving over the background. But get it, it renders smoothly in 3D. That's interesting. I like that. I have a jump button. I have the floatiest jump you ever did see. Is gravity low where I am? Or is that just how things are? Not sure. Probably not going to get an answer on that anytime soon. Can I have this? It seems broken. Apparently not. That's okay. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. Can I investigate the face at all? Hello, face. Can I do anything here? Oh, I can climb directly up the side of the face. This I was not expecting. Okay, cool. So we got climbing mechanics. And that must be my stamina meter there. Very well. But I'm so floaty, so why would I need to climb? Well, probably there's going to be plenty to climb, I would have to imagine. But I don't seem like I'm going to be able to climb anything particularly hardcore just yet. With a stamina bar like that. That looks like a button to step on, huh? Sure is. That opens the door. But if I get off of it, nothing happens. Well, that's good. Why was the door closed? Does it close automatically at some point? How did I get in here? Did I drop through the ceiling? I don't know. Jumping. Press A to jump. I figured that one out, but thank you. I guess I'm going there, huh? Okay. Cool. With the floaty jump as it is, it's pretty... convenient for guiding where you want to jump to. Move towards the wall to begin climbing. Keep an eye on your stamina. Yeah, okay. I can do that, I suppose. What do you want me to climb, though? That. You want me to climb that, but I want to go in here. There's nothing in here. Well, that's fine. At least now I can say that I did it, you know? Whoops. Okay, the camera gets a little bit confused when you get in a corner, and I guess that's reasonable. Do I climb any better on vines? Oh, wow, I really do, don't I? Hang on. Let me... Okay. So that's standard climbing, right? Let's get off the wall. And now vine climbing. It is exactly the same. I am incorrect about things. All right, cool. We got a ladder up. We got a main door that probably ain't going to open, huh? Was that the I'm not going to open noise? Door? Or what was that? I don't know. In any case, I guess let's just go upstairs. Sure. Sounds good. I'm on my way. Ladders do not take stamina, but interestingly, I hold my hands in about the same position as I would if I was climbing a wall. I have one way of climbing, and this is it, so you better like it. Okay, press L to crouch. You got it. Is this going to be a stealth game? Would be. Guess we'll find out, won't we? I guess for stealth I'd need something to hide from. I assume that's where I come from, huh? The smoke is kind of a dead giveaway. So I'm just sort of in some manner of ruins. But presumably I had to climb to get in here in the first place? What was I even doing in Big Face Room? Not telling. What are these things? Orange goop. Nice. I guess it's just rocks, huh? Probably just rocks. Probably just normal old rocks. Okay. So this is probably the ruins of something, and I don't know what. But presumably I had to do a bunch of climbing to get up here. And who knows, maybe someone's mad at me for doing it. Hold B to sprint whilst moving around. You can only sprint whilst you have enough stamina. Okay, you used whilst twice in one tutorial bar. That is impressive. I'm not that much faster when sprinting, but I'm a little bit faster. Overall, the stamina meter is feeling very, it's feeling very Breath of the Wild. Ibex Camp. Ibex Camp. Like the ibex, like the African creature with horns and whatnot? I guess. This does not seem like Africa, I have to say. I cannot climb... Wait a second. Does my stamina not go down if I just hang out? Well, that's interesting. That's good to know. I wonder if there's fall damage. I wonder if I have a health meter of any kind. Haven't noticed anything like that so far. Perhaps I should have jumped down from face ruins. I don't know. I'm here now. Hello. We got goats? Sheeps, maybe? We got a bunch of people, it seems. Hello. I can feel JD smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-bearing little grimace behind mine. Is this you talking to yourself, Sable? It has quotes next to it. Is this just something you said to this person upon walking up to them? I'm nervous and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. Ah, okay, so that is internal monologue. Got it. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? And yet, I know, I'm not worried. And... I'm probably worried, I'm thinking. And yet... I shrug, but any attempts to act casual are fruitless. The movement is jerky, and I don't think I've ever been more aware of my little shoulders. She laughs. I mean it. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? I have a bike. You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. Are you my mother? By any chance? I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be all right. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly there you were. You sat down. You leaned forward and put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. Do you often talk about me as having grasping claws? Is that normal? And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. JD reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. I think I'm ready. I don't know where to start. I changed my mind. I'm staying. I don't know where to start. I don't know what I'm doing. JD's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh that I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You'll need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something. Well, let's say as useful as it is fun, I think I might suspect what JD's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. I'll be back soon. What if I choose the wrong path? I'm guessing there isn't going to be a wrong path, but let's go ahead and hear what she has to say about it. I ask JD what will become of me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable. Or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Ibexi, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Hilal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. Apparently I know how he is. I have something to give you. A compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. What components you got in your compass, I wonder? I kind of want to look at it. Answer, thank you. I have no choice, but I would anyway. Yeah, thanks. Compass, hold left, Whoa. Oh, I see. It's like a little collapsible guy. But it just sort of rotates freely when you're just holding it, huh? That's interesting. Okay, so north is north, and those two things there are the places I need to go to. Complete tasks for Hilal and Driss. Okay, sure. But what if I talk to my possible mother again? That's the wrong button. How about this one? How about this one? JD greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. It's so strange getting called that. That's big glider to you. What was your gliding like? What was your gliding like? I asked JD about her gliding. Tell you what, I'll tell you when you get back. I cross my arms in protest. Pout all you want. I don't want to spoil any surprises. She lowers her voice to a whisper. But I did meet some crystal farmers once. Crystal farmers. And that's all I'll say about that. You should get going. Crystal farmers. Wonder what that is. It's so strange getting called that. I tell JD how strange it is being called Glider instead of Sable or even Clan Child. Uh-huh. Just trying to get you used to it. She seems to really like it, and maybe I like it too. My little glider. And then do we go ahead and be snide at her? Big glider to you? Because you're short, see? Because you're short. I tell JD I'm actually a big glider. She laughs. You're right. You are. Sable, noted adult, and big glider. I'll keep it in mind. Cool, thanks. What's this? Logging into the post box. Hello, Sable. Unread messages 0. Have a good day. We got some high-tech post boxes, I tell you what. What was that? Was that just a fire noise? It sounded like a minor explosion, like firework level. What's this? I don't know. Looks neat. It's all translucent. No idea. Bottle of something. Bottle of something. I can climb stuff, though. Look at that. Neat. And again, the gravity is quite glidey. And this stuff right here doesn't exist. Look at that. You can just walk right through it. Who needs it anyway? All right, so I need to go talk to Hilal, which I'm guessing is you. Hello. What is that you've got there? How come the gravity affects that thing normally? Is it just like particularly... Wait a second. It stopped affecting it normally. What's going on? Explain. As I approach Hilal, and they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Also, Hilal did not wave. But I did! I'm being friendly anyway. Sable, take this. A gliding stone, okay? Hilal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth not borrowed from Hilal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. Okay. What is this? Thank you. I didn't bring anything for you. I wonder how much difference it makes. I want to know what it is, mostly. These are more polite, but what is it? I try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Hilal what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hilal that I feel connectedness, fuzziness, electricity. You said like fabric on comb, right? So I guess maybe electricity? Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Fair. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty, or dormant, and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Hilal claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hilal stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I remember JD's words now and tell Hilal I'll go see Driss. Okay, I can do that, but let's talk to Hilal some more. Hello. Head over to the temple, Sable. I promise it'll be worth the trip. Okay. Can I look at this rock some? How does one look at rock? That's not look at rock button. Do I have inventory? Whoa. Map. Settings, sure. Inventory. Here we go. General. Key. Gliding stone. I can feel a deep vibration at its core as I hold it in my hand. It is an impenetrable darkness, but its surface has barely perceptible markings etched into it. How is it an impenetrable darkness, but also has markings? Never mind, it's fine. A device given to me by JD is definitely find my way as I explore. It's true. It does. Okay, cool. Got it. Quest, bike parts. Bike parts. My bike gonna break? Have I just... Wait a second. Clothing? Child's mask, a blank-looking mask worn by all children of the dunes. Most kids customize theirs for fun, but more traditional clans frown on that sort of self-expression. Self-expression bad? Interesting. Okay. What is being represented here? They're like little horn nubs, which are tied together with rope of some sort. A little V symbol in the middle. I don't know what to make of it. But apparently all the children wear that, huh? Okay. Am I the only child around here? Ibexi children top. My old Ibexi top and hood. A hand-me-down from Yara. The scratchiness reminds me of home. It seems to cut off above the navel, huh? Unless there's like a waistband I'm not understanding here. Could be. Don't know. Ibexi trousers. Comfy sandals for exploring sandy places. Easy to get sand out of, but not the best for climbing. But it's... So the sandals are included with the trousers, but you only wanted to talk about the sandals. That's fair, I suppose. Not the best for climbing. Yeah, that's understandable. Hard to climb in sandals, I would have to assume. Okay, cool. Fishing, I don't know how to do. I guess that's fine. All right, cool. Good. Sounds good. I need to talk to the other guy. Activate the gliding stone at the altar. Okay, yeah, well, I'll get on that in a minute. Is there anybody else around here, or is it just the four of us? Anybody up here? I felt like there was somebody up there initially, wasn't there? Like when I was looking at this place from a distance, I feel like there was somebody up here. Let me check. Maybe I need to go up here later and I'm wasting time, but I'm doing it anyway. So there. Plus then I can jump off the top and see if there's fall damage. Sounds like a good thing to try. Definitely very safe and smart. Hello? Hey, look, someone's here. Are you Yara by any chance? Wait, what do you got there? It's connected to your shoulder. There's a compass. Do the other thing again. Hey, do the other thing again. Also, how do you see out of that thing? How do I see out of this thing, for that matter? Is that why you're holding your compass closer to your face? Because you can't see out of that thing. Wait, that's not actually connected. What kind of technology we got, anyway? Is this just magnets? In which case, why is it working with it? I have questions. Hello. Caesar looks busy. I should leave her to it. The camera is confusing me at the moment. Sorry, Caesar. Did not mean to... Oof. All right, we're good. There we are. I should leave her to it. I guess I'll leave her to it. What's that over there? There's a thing on the rocks over there. I'm gonna... Oh, okay. The floaty gravity is not always helpful. Not always helpful, but it does seem like there may not be fall damage, which would be a nice side effect of floaty gravity, I suppose. What's this? What is this? It's 20. I got 20. Nice. All right. So where was that thing on a rock that I was looking at? What was that thing on a rock I was looking at? Over there? Over there. Okay, so I wanted to get on this. I'm not supposed to be able to stand on that. Okay, understood. Well, in which case, let's just... Okay. Cool. Okay. It doesn't seem to hurt, but I do have to take a moment to recover from it. Gotcha. All right, let's go up here. And then... Well, that's a person, that is. Whoa, okay. Okay. It seems to take some energy to recover if I approach if I grab onto a... Ow. Cool. Alright, I'm exhausted. That's fine. That's fine. Got it. But it is possible to climb up there. I just have to do it right. Which is probably a good thing to learn how to do, huh? Considering, you know, what I'm getting myself into here. What's this? 20! I got 20. Now I have 40. Fantastic. Also, time is definitely passing, huh? What is that? There's a balloon up there. Can I look at it better? I can't. I tried to zoom in on it, but I don't have a zoom in button. I guess I need like a... Oh, what about this guy? You have like a kettle for a face. Hi. Umar is a man of few words, and he's nothing if not consistent. Okay? He doesn't want to talk to me, but he does have a fork. Good for that man. I have a bucket! I will throw it at Umar. Hey, Umar, catch! Umar has nothing to say about that. Well, at least now I know where I can get a bucket if I need one. Alright, well, in that case, I need to go... I need to climb the thing! I don't need to... Wait, this is where I'm supposed to be going, isn't it? I have accidentally made it to the place I'm supposed to be going, so let's go to the place I'm not supposed to be going. That's how I do things. Back up the tower. Give me a second, huh? Wait, who's that? Someone is whistling to the person on the rock over there. Huh. Maybe I should talk to that person first? Hi, what's your deal? As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? You seem tired. What are you looking at? What's on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to the little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter, Ilaria. You want me help? Do you want me to get her back? Does she need help? Do you want me to get her back? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine, and I'll get her. I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Probably, I suppose. You got anything else to say? Zeki looks concerned. Ilaria, how did you even get up there? That little... Children have no fear. I guess. It helps that, you know, it's easier to heal and bounce back when you was a child. Then you turn into an adult and all your bones turn into sticks, and suddenly it's not as appealing to climb every mountain, as it were. I wonder if I can climb faster if I jump. I don't want to run all the way back around, though, so I don't want to test it just yet. Not here, anyway. That's Ilaria, huh? Looks like. Alright, well, let's go talk to Ilaria. Up, 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 up. Interestingly, like, it feels like my stamina drains faster towards the middle and then slower at the bottom. Oh, you is tiny! Look at this tiny little person who's wearing a mask that is actually different from mine. That in my inventory says that everybody wears it. I'm lying to myself immediately. Hello! I love climbing, says Ilaria. Ilaria loves climbing. I want to get higher, right up to where that balloon goes. How do you intend to do that? I would also like to do that, but I have no ways of doing such. Wow, you're like 2/3 my height. You must be very young indeed. Although I guess apparently I'm an adult, or I'm on my way to it. I don't know how old I am, by Earth standards. Hello. Bet you didn't think I could get up this high, did you? I mean, I guess not. That's pretty good for a child, I suppose. Yeah. This is great. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Cool. Anything else? No. Cool. Well, there's a broken boat out there. Sand boats. Interesting. I wonder how that works. That also looks like a boat. The place I'm supposed to be going to? That is where I'm supposed to... I want to go that way? Oh, that's the other objective. That's the altar. Okay, but I have to go talk to the guy about my bike. Gotta go get a bike. Alright. Well, I talked to Ilaria. Let's see if Ilaria's mother has anything to say about that, yeah? Hello, I'm back. Becky looked concerned. Okay, cool. Children have no fear. It's true. Apparently they don't. I'm guessing that just means I can talk to you, not that you have anything new to say, right? Yes, that's all. Okay, strange even call it that. I've already talked to you about everything. Cool. Cool. Alright, well, let's go talk to the other person I had to talk to, whose name I've already lost track of. That guy, I assume. Hello! Is this the normal way to approach you? Over the side of your stall? The gravity's too low around here. I can't be held accountable for all my actions. Hello! Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. I definitely raced up to Driss, although I forgot about the sprint button, so there's that. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful, or has some custom feature. Also, he has the fanciest hat I ever did see, as far as this camp is concerned anyway. Horns and a tall pointy head. Very impressive indeed. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore, or will I get used to it? Probably yes and yes. Driss turns with a bit of a start. You started rather late, I'm afraid, Driss. Hello. Sable! Hello? Hello, how are you today? I was told you have something special for me. JD sent me to speak to you. How are you doing, Driss? I asked Driss how he is. I'm well. I let it hang there a moment. But I can't do it. I'm too keen in the word spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly maybe have a bike for me. Your bike! He yells it as if he's an idea. He yells it like it's an idea he's just had. There we go. Reading words, very, very good at it. Yes. Your bike, yes, of course, right. Yes, your bike that I was meant to, that I prepared for you because today is your gliding, yes. Did you forget? I'm just going to say gliding, yes. Just nods along with me. Yes, yes, of course, right. Yes, yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which, I mean, I arranged it for you in a, well, it's sort of a tutorial for you. A tutorial. It's not here? Did you forget? I'm going to go ahead and ask. Did you? I'm telling you, I didn't forget. I just made different arrangements. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. This is standard procedure, Sable, definitely. I think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Driss does seem earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sand cutter at his side. It's quite old and a little shabby. A tester if I've ever seen one. I'll give it a go, a test. What's the bike's name? Does the bike have a name? Driss seems scandalized. That's a bit personal, don't you think? Just sand cutter will do for now. Is that a bit personal? I don't know my own culture, I'm afraid. Sorry. Youngsters these days, always asking questions. Now, ride the bike through that ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. Slicing sands. Don't lose your bike. When you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. Okay, cool, thanks. You got anything else to tell me, Driss? Come back after you drive the sand cutter through the ring. Yeah, okay. Alright, how does it work? Button. I'm on. Ride the sand cutter through the ring. Okay, we got accelerate, strafe, steer, get off. Okay. But I'm not using the controller that it thinks I am, so is A this one? Hang on. There we go. There's go button. Whoa. It's very bumpy. Okay, there's the strafe button. Good. Good, okay. And then we have to turn off. It's a toggle rather than a, you don't have to keep holding the button. And this is as fast as the thing goes because, again, it's kind of an old bike. Guess that makes sense. Can I check out this plateau here before I do the thing that Driss wants me to do? Hang on. Get off. Get off. There we go. What if I go here? I cannot jump up the wall, as it turns out. I just tested it, and instead you just let go. So, no jumping up the wall. Got it. Must be patient and just climb like normal people. Got it. It's actually too tall for me to climb. Is that true all the way around, or is it a little bit shorter over here? What if I jump from this rock? Think that'll work any better? Am I wasting time? Almost certainly. But it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna... Nah, there we go. That was a pretty good jump. That was a pretty good jump. Hey, see, there we go. And now I'm here. What's here? Someone used to live here, it looks like. Oh. There's like a ghost worm moth thing. What are you? New item, chum egg. Chum egg. Offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground. Perfectly smooth and hard as a rock, these eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. So that was chum? And that's a chum egg. The little thing looks like a worm. I got one. It's a representation of a chum, I assume. Okay, so I got a chum egg. Great. I guess chums are like secrets. Find the chums, deliver them someplace. We'll find out later. Got it. Cool. Well, back on the bike, please. All right. Accelerate. Here we go. Through the ring. How is Driss going to be able to tell that because it's really obvious. Slicing sands, I should speak to Driss. You're right, I should. It's super obvious when you pass through it because it lights up and glows for all to see. Oh, very good. I wonder if I can get off this thing while it's moving. I was told not to fall off, but what if I just, like, you know, jumping dismount? Works fine. And the thing automatically stops. Very convenient indeed. Hello, I'm back. I returned to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. You were not paying attention, huh? Sable! Congratulations! How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles? Unexplained hissing? Small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Yes, absolutely. Was that a possibility? Was it? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Is this bike dangerous? Everything sounded normal. I mean, it was rather chunky and clunky, but is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been by Hillel? Yes. Oh, right, I have been by Hillel, yes. I was given a thing. I will talk about the bike later. Oh, right, yes, I have. I'd nearly forgotten about Hillel, but thank Driss for the reminder, before at least nudging him a little about the bike. I asked him if I'd still be getting one. Well, you're getting used to this sand cutter. That's something, huh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. This is kind of a downgrade from what I was expecting, but okay. My little errands. And Hillel's got something to show you, too. Help you out with more of that, mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hillel. Wait, so the right option was if I hadn't talked to Hillel already? But I already did. Fine, I'll just go do it. Also, that thing's still glowing, I can't help but notice. Wonder if there's any virtue in lighting them all up. So where am I trying to go? Not telling. I can't even tell the direction while I'm on this. Never mind, there's north. Okay, gotcha. So the big pane is north, and the other two smaller ones are west and east. Got it, okay. But where am I going? That's my bike. Huh, maybe I have to actually select it from my... Like this. Can I follow quest? Like that! There we go! Okay, cool. Need to complete tasks for Hillel and Driss. I already did the Driss task, so let's go. This way. Yeah! Alright, we're going. What's that thing? Is that a road sign? Street sign thing? But it does appear to be one. N. The Dunboyne. Dunboyne. S. The Wind Tower. W. Chums is written crudely on a sign. Northwest Burnt Oak Station. So north to the Dunboyne. Burnt Oak. Okay, so hang on. North is there. So I live in the Dunboyne. Okay. The Wind Tower is south of here. That's, that way. Is that one thing way over there? With the red glow behind it? Seems like it might be. Okay. Cool. Chums is written truly on it for west, and Burnt Oak Station northwest. Burnt Oak Station. Huh. Okay. And there are apparently chums that way. That way. This way. Yeah, that was the place I just went, actually. There was a chum there. There was. And there might be more up on top of those big rocks over there, but I can't climb anything nearly that tall at this point. No, I can't. Well, okay. Let's keep at it. The task I'm apparently supposed to be doing. What is that? I'm pretty sure this bike is going to explode also. They're just trees. These are just normal scrub brush, I guess. Normal desert scrub brush. No problem. Man, I feel like this bike would actually be better off if it wasn't supposed to hover. It seems really hesitant on the whole hovering front. Hang on a second. Did I just switch to strafing by mistake? Oh, I see. The whistle there. Sweet, now you're in strafe mode. Or, now you're not in strafe mode. Wait a second! Is this the place where I came from? No, it's not. So where was the big face place? I don't actually remember. Maybe that's the place to the northwest that was on the map? I don't remember. Alright, cool. Well, let's just look at this place. Is this a door? No, this is a broken bridge, huh? Well, that's not very helpful. I guess I don't want to go this way. I want to go over there, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, let me just do that. Here we go. Can I actually go up a ridge this high? I can, but how about this one? I can! Okay, I guess that's the advantage of having a hover bike, eh? You can technically go up. Whoa! Okay. I was advised not to fall off this thing, and I'm seeming to test that particular limit as best I can. Alright, come on. You can do it. You can do it, little bike. It can't. It cannot. Alright, well, how about this way? What if I go... Yeah, there we go. There we go. See, that's the stuff. And now up here, please. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, is this actually where I'm supposed to be? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking so, anyway. Yeah. Alright, cool. The altar. I don't remember how it was described to me, but I'm guessing this is the place. Hopefully it's not too high up there, as I'm, still fairly poor at the climbing. I see this canopy like here, and immediately I'm like, wait, can I ascend through here? Because, again, the controls do feel rather Tears of the King to me. And that's fine. It's a good control system. I don't blame them for doing similar. Music here's interesting. Hey, look, a chum. What is a chum? Can I get an explanation of what a chum is exactly? It's that thing. Okay, sure. There he goes. Chum egg number 2. Acquired. I wonder why I need such things. And I guess they just make a cup in the ground like that and it just stays there forever? They just permanently become an egg cup as soon as I walk up and talk to them? Their life cycle is a mystery as far as I'm concerned. What is that? Wow, okay. Some kind of Moltar-looking fella with butterfly wings. Or moth wings, I guess. Sort of. Huh. And a, conveniently placed loincloth, just in case you get any childish ideas. Is this the altar, perchance? Can't really tell. Points. Whoa, okay! We're in a little bit of disrepair here, huh? Well, apparently this is where I'm supposed to be going. Activate the gliding stone at the altar, but I haven't made it there yet. Gliding stone suggests it'll be useful for getting down this sort of thing, but then again, I did just recently find out that there doesn't seem to be fall damage, so maybe we would just jump off the cliff? Maybe I was supposed to follow with those rocks and find it out the hard way? Oof. Nice. I'm fine. I landed full force on my hands and knees, and I'm sure they're fine and not scarred by the sand whatsoever. Yeah, I'm definitely not great at running, huh? The difference between walk and run is not much. There's a little bit to it, but I guess there's really no reason not to sprint. I do regenerate my stamina pretty quickly, after all. Well, this smells altar-like. Also, it's glowing, which is neat. Oh. There's like a mummy thing behind it, even. Okay. Well, this place seems entirely trustworthy. Cutscene, apparently. The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid, exhilarated, or maybe it feels right? It seems like you want me to choose this one. Does it? I am ready for Rohana to know me. I am ready to know myself. What is Rohana? What are we talking about? I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. I take out a rock. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. It seems like this is correct, huh? Whoa. What is that? Fancy. And am I floating now? Okay, I've been put in a bubble. Rohana is doing this? Question mark? Just felt like he'd levitate me a little bit. Since we're friends now, huh? Cool. Thanks. I like your little neon worms. Oh, we're going up. Am I conscious even? I don't feel very conscious. Ah, there's another altar. No, never mind. That's just where I'm on the top floor now. Never mind. I thought there was another altar below the altar, and I'd just been slotted away into the ceiling, and then there was a new altar. It's like a fly trap for children. You okay there? Show Hilal the activated gliding stone. Okay. But how does one use such thing, I wonder? There's a brick here. Can't do nothing with it. That's okay. Are you Rohana? Mummy creature? Mummy statue? Dunno. Is it okay if I walk on top of your altar? Probably is fine. Press and hold A to glide in midair. Oh. Oh, look at that. That's what the bubble's about. I now am a glider. I guess that makes sense. Press and hold A to glide in midair. You just said that. But yes, I will do it. Ha-ha! Fantastic. And it doesn't even take my stamina or nothing. Because it seems to be some sort of, like, supernatural power that I've got now? Some sort of a pact with a god, question mark? Don't know. But I guess that makes sense that fall damage isn't really a concern if I can just sort of do that all the time. Pretty neat. This must be where I came in, right? And that's the place where the rock broke as soon as I walked in? Yeah. And this is how we get back out. By being a glider. Makes perfect sense. And indeed, I don't recover stamina while gliding, but I don't burn stamina either. So there's no harm in doing a sprint jump to get started gliding. Neat. Oh, and that's why... Are you a Rohana? Or is this just someone who has the blessing of Rohana and effectively gets wings because of it? Can I disturb that bird? Is it okay if I climb up your body? I have grabbed your loincloth. I hope that's all right. Well, okay, we have some issues if I try. Okay, well, what if we go from the back? The bird does seem to have taken off. Yeah, there goes the bird. I guess that's fine. Now I am the bird. Behold, the bird. So now I need to go back to town, right? So I gotta get back to my bike. Very well. I guess it's not my bike. It's a bike. I wonder if there's an upward limit on how long I can glide. Seems to just keep going. Well, let's just let it do its thing the entire way down. I feel like there's no limit. That's pretty nice. So any height is not a problem as long as I don't mind going slightly downward all the time. Neat. Like it. I like it. All right, let's get back to... I'm going backwards down the hill. That's great. Fantastic sand cutter we got here, isn't it? Very, very good at its job. I mean, it is technically doing its job, I must say. Despite my sarcasm. It is working. The job is getting done. I would like an actual bike, though. I do kind of feel like that guy forgot. Either that or it's just an act to make me feel like he forgot about me. Dunno. Oh, did the balloon come down while I was out? Interesting. Wonder why. Guess we'll find out soon enough. I wonder if I should go visit that. Wait a second, isn't that where the child had been hanging out? The child is still there. Huh. Interesting. Well, I should probably talk to, Are you Driss? Was it Driss? Driss and Hilal, right? I think so. Hi, I'm back at Ibex Camp. Hello. Driss asks me a series of increasingly strange questions before I make an excuse to take my leave. What? Oh, I guess I had to go back to Hilal, didn't I? Okay, right. Apparently I don't need to talk to Driss again. Well, fine, then maybe I won't. But I do want to check out that balloon situation. More than I want to immediately talk to Driss. I mean, Hilal. So, let's go up there again, I guess. JD, hello. JD, greets me warmly. I am, no, blah, blah, blah. Cool. My little glider. Indeed, that's me. That big, you know. You have anything new to say now that there's apparently a balloon? Hi. Ziki looks concerned. Hilaria, okay, that's the same. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, well, let me just make my way back up there real quick. I'm kind of guessing I was supposed to come here after I talked to Hilal, but you underestimate my curiosity. Also, look at that guy's helmet thing. Hi. Do I know you? Or are you just some rando who hovers over a town all the time? Hi. The balloon was more fun than the person in it. I guess? I want to be a carnogrammer too. I should probably talk to that guy if I want to know what that is, huh? When I go gliding, I'm going to be a climber. Uh-huh. Okay, I guess that does seem to track. Hello there. Wait a second, you're the guy... You're not. You're another person who has one of those little handheld devices with the magnetism or whatever. Hi. I approached the cartographer. Oh, it's cartography, but carnography is what the child called it because the child that can't say big words right. I get it. I figured it out. Hello. Hello, cartographer. Cartographer Jordan. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? It really is. Longingly. It's bigger than I thought. Sure, let's stay on his good side. It really is. I nod enthusiastically. It really is an impressive vessel. However nervous I get imagining being up there all alone. I wonder if anyone's ever fallen off of one. There's no fall damage. It's okay. Gravity is very low. It's fine. Best not to ask right now. Well, good to meet you. And, oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. Suppose if you come all the way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. I came to see the balloon. Do I need a map? Do I need a map? I asked the cartographer if I need one. Do stag beetles like figs? I have no idea. Probably yes, I'm guessing. I have no idea, but contextually I assume the answer is yes. Apparently I did it right. If you're leaving on your gliding, Sable, you definitely need a map of the Ewer at least. And I'll sell you one for only 50 cuts. I think I have 40 of those. So I can't. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive for a pre-gliding glider with empty pockets. I tell Jordan I'll be back. I need to ask JD for some money. Farewell, child. Purveyor and surveyor. Okay, cool. So I gotta go ask my mother for money so I can buy a map so I can go on the gliding properly, apparently. Well, let's go talk to Hilal first, I think. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Look at me, I'm floaty. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat, I like it. Alright, Hilal. I did the thing. Wait a second, I should look at it in my inventory, shouldn't I? Wait, explain. Chumeg, offered by Chum... Okay, I did already look at that, huh? Okay, cool. Gliding stone. I can feel deep vibration. Never mind, it looks exactly the same. Perhaps it looks different after I talk to Hilal? Hello! When I return to Hilal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Exciting, true freedom. Strange, a little queasy. Safe like a warm hug. I guess I get to choose how it feels like. I guess exciting? I tell Hilal that hovering is exciting and ramble for a moment about all the things I'll be able to do when I'm out there in the world. Most of them involve me falling on my head and not getting hurt, but I'm sure I'll come up with more in practice. Right? You can do anything you want! Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but they sigh. The sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I missed so much, that feeling. Just floating on the breeze. Why don't you get to float anymore, Hilal? But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, Or else I might never have come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. It fades with age? So you can only do it when you're coming of age and no further beyond? I mean, eventually it goes away and that's it? Stinks. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. Is that really what you do? I wish we could all do it. That one. I tell Hilal I wish it was something we could keep perpetually. So do I, Sable. So do I. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. Takes a really serious focus. Hilal laughs even though there's a bit of regret in it. And I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss, I think about that, but decide that there is already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. So the perpetual is what causes me to glide. And it's called the perpetual, but it's not perpetual. Because you lose it eventually. Interesting. You're gonna love it out there, Sable. Even when you don't. Thank you. My advice? Try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. I actually quite agree, Hilal. I thank Hilal for their advice, and for their help, and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance, all in one. I suppose, yeah. I say goodbye to Hilal. Before I go, Hilal gestures toward the tower. It seems Cizo wishes to see me before I leave the clan. Is Cizo another cartographer by any chance? Hello. Hilal quotes from a selection of obscure and lyrically mediocre Ibexi historical ballads whenever I pass by. There is a great verse that says much about our folk, buried under sand. Buried under sand? I didn't notice that Hilal is missing a leg. This is the first I've noticed that, actually. Huh. I see. I don't suppose that has anything to do with why you don't have the perpetual anymore, probably, huh? You said it fades with age. I hope that you didn't lose your leg in an accident with the perpetual. I don't know, but I better talk to JD. Hello. I tell JD that the cartographer wants 50 cuts for a map of the Ewer. I try to hedge the way I speak about this, as I'm not entirely sure whether that's too much, not enough, or precisely its value. She tells me not to worry. Here's some money for you to get going on your journey. Use it mostly wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. That's good advice, really. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. Yeah, definitely agree on that one. I thank JD effusively and head out on my way. That was 200 strikes, are they called? Strikes. That's quite a bit of money, I assume. Great. Hello. It's the same thing as before. Okay, cool. Crystal farmers. I don't know what a crystal farmer is, but apparently they're remarkable. I wonder if I could have gotten enough money for the map on my own, if I just explored more and found more little chests or whatever. Possibly. But in any case, let's go buy the map. And then we'll go talk to Cizo. This way. I wonder if I can accelerate the rate at which I'm moving forward while I'm gliding. If I start like this, then hit the sprint button. I can't tell. I don't think I can, though. Guess that makes sense. Hello. Greetings, child. I feel like I gave you the voice of somebody else, didn't I? I'll buy that map. Perfect. Let's trade, then. Ewer map. A map of the Ewer sold by a member of the Cartography Guild. Is that what the mask represents, I wonder? Oh, no. You. I would like to buy... Why would I buy more than one? Ah! I seem to have nothing left for you. Okay, cool. Well, I got it. I did it. Cool. I thank Jordan for the Ewer map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more... real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Short. I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, huh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you from Hakoa to the Sodic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. Fast travel. You've unlocked a piece of the map. You can navigate to the map screen in the pause menu. When you visit a place, you can fast travel that location using the map screen. Your hover bike will also travel with you. Well, that's nice. Okay, cool. Map screen in the pause menu. Let's see. Map. Oh, that does look more... Wow, you can zoom in quite a lot, can't you? Interesting. Alright, so there's the Ibex camp. That's... I think that's where I got the chum egg, right? Maybe that's the other chum egg that I picked up? Probably. But nothing else here is marked. Add marker! I can mark the map. I am the one what marks the map. I see. I see. So this is probably that tower that was on the street sign earlier. But I don't remember what it was called. Okay, cool. Well, good. Thank you. How do I make that message go away? Maybe I don't? Maybe it just goes away with time? Let's just wander off for now. There we go. No problem. Are the days and nights just really fast around here? Seems like they might be. Which suggests the planet is spinning quickly. Which doesn't that generally imply that the gravity would be... Hang on, is that how it works? Spinning faster equals more gravity, or spinning slower equals more gravity? I would think that spinning faster equals more gravity, but I don't actually remember how it works. It's fine. This is how it works. Days and nights are short, and gravity is low, and that's fine. Hello, I'm here. Cizo is an outclanner to the Ibexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall and think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their posts, and by their training and their code, must go to where they are needed, but Cizo has been among us so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. Does she always just hang out up here, though? I think there's a perception among the other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Ibexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. We're nomadic. How does that work out? Wow, the camera does weird things when I try and look down over an edge. I guess it is just tents that we've got here, huh? A couple of longer-term structures, but mostly tents. Okay, interesting. And I'm always pleased that Cizo did. So Cizo sticks with us even when we move nomadically. Interesting. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. Better now that I'm getting a bike. Excited for my bike. A bit worried. Am I really getting a bike? Excited for my bike? I'm excited for my bike. Cizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. I see. Yes, JD told me how excited you were. How do you give a voice a throaty quality, I wonder? I don't think I've ever thought about it that way. Well, Cizo, you get the voice I gave you, sorry. Cizo sniffs. She also told me Drift would be coming along. Let me try that again. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, and I think he may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss's forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scattered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. I'm going to make my own hoverbike? That sounds like an adventure. Technically, shouldn't Driss do it? I'm not going to question it too much. It seems like a fun thing to do. Sure, I'm making my own hoverbike. I asked Caesar if I'm expected to make my own hoverbike. No, you're not going to make your hoverbike. You're going to build your own hoverbike. What's the difference? I do want to know what the difference is. To make suggests you are creating something, but your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Caesar hands me something. The navigator. It's one of those little things. I was wondering what they were. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. Ask Caesar where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships, in fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You'll find another up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon. Which one? The one that it's... Wait, the one, like, way on the distance? Dunno. And another behind the old dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. I'll be back before you know it. This is quite a lot of work. Do most gliders make their own bikes? I asked Caesar if most gliders really make their own bikes. Only the lucky ones. I tell Caesar I'll see her soon, and head off in search of the components. Together we will create something new out of the old. Neat. Okay. Navigator. Using your navigator. Mark interesting landmarks on your compass. You can also add and remove markers from the map screen by placing a mark on the ship Caesar pointed out to you. Okay. Right, but I don't actually know specifically what she was talking about. Is this the rock she's talking about? On top of that rock? Place marker. Uh-huh. And then one was over here? I don't necessarily see it. I don't know what a ship looks like. Is it that? Sure, we'll go with that. And then the last one was behind the dam, right? So we'll mark the dam. There we go. Cool. Got it. All right. You got anything else to say there? Caesar's waiting for the parts. I still need to find an atomic calibrator, an atomic power supply, and a control panel. Okay, and it even tells me where they are if I talk to Caesar. That's neat. All right, so... Not that. That's the compass. Oh, and my markers do show up on the compass. That's useful. Let's go this way. Whee! I probably should have sprinted before I did this. I probably get a little bit better head of steam. I wonder if it makes a difference, actually. I feel like it probably does. I did note that I'm not particularly good at running. Hey, look, a chum. What the heck? I don't understand these things. I mean, I'll grab them. Of course I will, but I don't understand. Cool, thank you. I got an egg. Cool. That way? Let me just go... I can't tell if I'm any faster at all if I take a sprinting start before I start gliding. But it seems to work out okay. I wonder if as your body gets bigger, it gets harder to glide because of your additional weight? If that has something to do with it? I guess I don't know. I don't understand the nature of gliding just yet. Perhaps I never will. But I assume that is the ship in question, huh? Okay, well, let's just have a look. I wonder if I'll ever need to, like, eat or sleep or anything like that. It hasn't seemed to come up just yet. Maybe we have different ways of sustenance here in the, Techno Desert. Dunno. There's a thing. Okay, the camera did a thing, but wherever, we're good. What's that? X. Sure. Oh, door opener. Sure. Sounds good. Anything else of interest here? No? Okay. Oh. What's this? Steering wheel? There's nothing of use to be found on the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button, leave it alone. Push that button! A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those toys, you absolute idiot. Okay. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever. Hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Seems bad. Oh, on Rahana's mask. Not that hard, you torn it out! Suddenly the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. And then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down for a bit. Slow it down a bit. How are you going to do that with the lever broken off? How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist's notes. A long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever, Toma. The one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Oh boy. So it was a flying ship and they broke it at a very bad time to break it. I see. Well, it seems like some things are still lit up around here. Wonder why. Okay, well... Probably somewhere around here is the broken orange lever. Although I don't see it, per se. Guess that's fine. What's going on? Huh? Oh, someone is here. Saima, are you looking for a calibrator? I am immediately on guard. Saima has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I'm older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice... You won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never! She never fails to get to me. Give it back, Saima. May I please have it? You're a horrible child. Is she a horrible child? I don't know. May I please have it? I decide to be gentle, and I ask her, may I please have it? May I please have it? She mimics me terribly, all high and screechy. Excuse me. May I please have it? Well, despite my best efforts, I seethe. Oh well, too bad. Maybe you'll find it on your own, but I don't think so. Saima laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing tall before Saima. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in camp know where I can find some. Beetles, that is. Beetle detour! Great! Beetle detour it is. Well, fine. Okay, so I don't get to have a calibrator because a child has stolen it. And probably is keeping it on her person, and that's why I wouldn't be able to find it. I'm guessing. Otherwise, you know, you could just explore and find it, I suppose. Well, who knows? Maybe you could actually find it. But I mean, what harm is there in learning how to find beetles, I suppose? Who would know how to get beetles, do you think? Oops. Okay, let's see here. Wait, what is this place? Hang on, what is this place? Oh, is this where we're going to be working on my bike eventually? Maybe, but I don't have any parts, so I can't really do anything here, huh? Okay, cool, that's fine. Back on the bike. This way. Alright, let's see here. I guess first let's check with, fellow over here, huh? Since a lot of stuff is his responsibility, maybe he knows where to get beetles. Hey, you know where to get beetles? I could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Saima. You know where I can find some beetles? You know where Saima's hiding place? So we could try and, like, skip to getting the part, or we could try and get beetles for her. Get her the beetles, it's fine. There's a nest of beetles just to eat you here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor, and the beetle will start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. First ask me a series. Okay. East. Okay. Beetles. Got it. Alright, where'd I put the bike? Where'd I put the bike? There it is. Okay. Gotta go east. East to beetles. That way. Okay. Got it. Beetle detour. Here we go. Sure is a bit of a clunky machine, isn't it? Oh, just a bit. So there's a nest of beetles over here? That looks like another one of those rings I could drive through. But I'm not sure I could actually get my sand cutter up there. It doesn't look particularly accessible. Alright, well, let me have a look at it. Right. Cannot jump up the wall. I keep forgetting. It doesn't work that way. Oh, it's a chum, it is. Great. Got a chum egg. I've done it. Chums ain't beetles. Okay. Got the chum egg. Great. East. Well, that's the dam, that is. Huh. I don't see a nest of beetles. I don't know where to get the beetles. Hang on, can I... The quest objective is that way. Did I go... Hang on, northeast. Wants me to go north? Okay, so maybe I just missed. Maybe it's... Maybe I went a little bit southeast instead of just straight east, and that's the problem. Maybe. Didn't mean to get off. Didn't mean to get off. Forgot the button for accelerate. Hang on. Okay, we're going this way. There? Could be there. Let's work my way up there just a second here. But I need to find seeds to tempt the beetles with, or else I cannot catch ye beetles. Birds. Hello, birds. I don't even know if I'm heading the right direction. It seems familiar. Did I already go this way? No, I didn't. I definitely didn't. Boat. Beetles! Beetles. Those are big beetles. Wow, those are big beetles. How am I supposed to collect 3 of these gigantic beetles? Okay, okay. So I need food for the beetles. Where do I get food for the beetles? That's what I need. That right there. That right there. That. Okay, I knocked it down. Right. So I got this. I can put this down like that. And then we go over here and we wait. And the beetles didn't notice. Okay. Well, what if we... Never mind, they keep noticing me. Have a thing! Let me sneak up on them. Sneak quickly. Sneak quickly. Beetle! Beetle! Yellow elephant beetle. Got your nose, collect an elephant beetle. I did it, but I need 3 of them. Oh, hey, look, another one. Here, take this. It's for you. I wonder if they eventually go away or what. Like, how quickly can a beetle eat a seed that size? I mean, it's a big beetle, so where am I putting these things? Why are they so big? It's ridiculous. All right, cool. Well, I got beetles. I've done it. I got beetles. Let's get back to my bike. Then we gotta find, what's her name? Syra? The child what stole my thing. And I've agreed to her terms, rather than trying to circumvent her interference, you know? And I feel okay about that. I mean, she's a child. It's fine. Let's see here. Gotta go... Why does it say gather beetles 0 of 3? I have beetles 3 of 3. There they are. Excellent at escaping would-be predators. Yellow elephant beetles. Distinct fondness for tassel seeds is surprisingly effective for distracting them enough for capture. Okay, cool, but why doesn't it... I have them. I got them. What do you want? I guess I have to go back to town, huh? That did seem where... Syra, was it? Is it Syra? She did seem to be heading back to Ibex camp. Where is Ibex camp? There it is. There we are. Saima. There it is. Give the beetles to Saima. She likes to play in the cave underneath the camp. Underneath the camp. There's a cave underneath the camp. News to me. Alright, so where would the entrance to such a cave be, I wonder? Can I ask you about the hiding spot? Maybe it's in the cave? Don't know. Hi. Do you know what Simon's hiding place? I know she spends a lot of time in the cave under the camp. You could have a look down there. Just ask me to see if you get better. Okay. Gotcha. So now I have the option of just taking it back instead of giving her the beetles. But I have the beetles, so you can go either way. You do have choices when it comes to this sort of thing, it seems. Gotcha. Well, I am content to give her the beetles she wants. Although, again, I have no idea where I'm stashing them. They were as big as my torso. And I don't really have many places to hide things on my person, I wouldn't think. Maybe I have really big pockets in these pants, I don't know. Hi! I feel embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Saima the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. Okay. What have I done? You're leaving! You're leaving and you'll never come back! Comfort her. Let her cry it out. Comfort her? Apparently she thought we were friends, but I thought she was a tiny tormentor. I'll comfort her, I guess. She blows her nose and wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. She might visit again someday. People believe that's her choice. I miss her too. There's been a letter here and there, but it's always to us rather than to me. I'm not bitter, but I hope not to be like that. Please don't go! I tell Simon not to worry, that I will be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I'm not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good. Then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Great. So we're friends, kinda. We maintain being friends. I guess I could have come in here and just taken back the... What is this? I don't know what that is. Oh, hey, look. Avexi Red dye. The dye bottle of the colors of the Avexi Red bike. For the colors of the Avexi Red bike. Okay, so I could dye my bike red once I have a bike. Which I don't. Clearly there's something down here. What's this? That's a human skeleton, isn't it? Pretty sure that's a human skeleton. Is this a safe place to be? We good? What's going on here? Is this actually just a little, like, trap space? Is there anything I should know about this? Why is there a dead person here? A dead person with tusks, admittedly. Unless that's just some other bones sticking out from their faces. Or something, I don't know. In any case, it's been an hour, so I should probably leave off here. But we got a couple more parts to gather. I made tentative friends with my tormentor. I'm making a bike. But I got work to do. So next time we'll continue making that bike, and then we can, actually get on the road or something. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, we'll see where I go to next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.